All right, welcome to our Leadership Field Guide. Today, we're diving into a style you've probably run into before, the Democratic leader. It's super common, but honestly, a lot of people get it wrong. So let's break down exactly how you can navigate it. So this quote right here, this is pretty much the entire playbook in one sentence. A Democratic leader genuinely wants to hear from you, but, and this is a big but, your voice has to add real value. This isn't just an open mic night. It's a strategic conversation where quality input is king. First things first, let's get a crystal clear picture of who we're talking about. What does it actually mean to be a Democratic leader? Because I'll tell you, it's a whole lot more than just taking a team vote. Look at the key words here. Encourages, discussions, shared. This leader's whole process is built to pull ideas out of the team, not to just push orders down from the top. The ultimate goal is to get everyone on the same page, to build a real consensus so the whole team feels like they own the decision. So, what does this person actually act like? Well, you can boil it down to 3 core traits. They are inclusive, meaning they actively try to get different perspectives from everyone on the team. They're super collaborative, because they truly believe that the group's collective brain is smarter than any one person's. And they've got to be patient. I mean, really patient, because trying to get a whole group to agree on something, yeah, that definitely takes time. Okay, so that's the theory. But what does this look like in the real world, on a Tuesday afternoon? Let's talk about the key behaviors, the telltale signs that you're working for a Democratic leader. And as we go through these, I want you to ask yourself this question. Seriously, take a second and think. Does this sound familiar? Does this feel like your boss? It's a pretty good gut check. This table breaks it down perfectly. If your calendar is packed with team meetings, it's not just for fun. It's a signal that your input is expected. You're supposed to talk. If you're always in brainstorming sessions, that means ideas are the currency on your team. That's how you gain influence. And if decisions seem to move a little slowly, that's because the goal isn't speed. It's getting the whole group aligned and on board. So we've covered the what, but now it's time for the why. If you can really understand what this leader values at their core, you'll understand their motivation. And that is the key to being way more effective. This chart says it all. Of course, ideas are at the top, but look at what's a very, very close second. Team buy-in. For this type of leader, a genius idea that nobody supports is basically useless. They know that you need 2 things for success, a great concept and a team that's fired up and ready to execute it. Okay, here we go. This is the most important part. How do you take all this information and actually use it? This is your playbook for not just surviving, but actually thriving and having a real influence with this kind of leader. It really comes down to this simple choice. On the do side, you come prepared. You share thoughts that are backed up by data. You've structured your ideas. On the don't side, you just wing it. You offer random opinions that pop into your head. One of these paths builds your credibility like crazy. The other one, well, it can tear it down just as fast. And this quote right here just drives that point home. Preparation isn't just about finding the right answer. It's a sign of respect. It shows you value the team's time, you value the leader's process, and you're taking your role as a contributor seriously. So if you're going to remember just one thing from all of this, let's boil it all down to the single golden rule for working with a Democratic leader. And why does mastering this even matter? Because it's so much bigger than just your current job. When you learn to operate this way, you're building 2 of the most powerful skills you can have in your career: effective communication and genuine influence. You're learning to persuade people with logic, not just by being loud. And that's the final thought I want to leave you with. With a Democratic leader, you'll always have a seat at the table. That's a given. But having a voice that people actually listen to, that is something you have to earn. And you earn it by doing the work before you ever even open your mouth. Remember that. And you won't just succeed, you'll become a leader yourself.